jump so fast.
Hey?
Yeah. All right, and of course we're back. Of course, that was an old school joint today. Brandy, I'll be missing you. That was off the Set It Off soundtrack. So definitely, I hear that they are now doing a play with Set It Off with the Brad Latifah.
Hey,
Wow.
Kiki Palmer, it's dope.
Yeah. So definitely go check out the play. Of course, I dedicated this whole show to my god sister Tina, who passed away this morning. So definitely, sweetheart, that song was for you, and we will be missing you. That's for sure. But without further ado, I want to go ahead and get into this new joint. Do you mind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
So,
do it.
all right. So I know you got some things up your sleeve and everything. And while Bobby is working on that, finding that song, who are your top influences in music? You can give me 5 if you want, or how many you want.
Let's see. I'm gonna say Tupac first and foremost.
Gotta say Tupac already.
West
Gotta
Coast.
say him. Yes, it ain't music without
West
Tupac
Coast.
already.
Mary.
Okay.
MJB.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
Are we talking Share My World, MJB?
We are talking that old. We're talking everything.
Yeah.
Everything up until now.
Okay.
You know.
Well, she heartbroken again. So
I
it's
understand
happening
that.
again, you
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
KC gave us like 6 albums. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let's see. It's so many.
Yeah, it is.
Lauren
It is.
Hill.
Yes.
She's coming up.
Yes.
Get
Get it together, Lauren. Please, we with you, baby.
SWV. Escape. Everybody.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you went
All
back.
that old
SWV
stuff.
and
Yeah, I
gold?
can't give you nobody new.
So
my brain got to go back a little bit.
Yeah.
I got a great question. You
What's
know,
that?
Being as though that your style is, soul, neo soul. How would you say how is your music pushing the neo soul culture forward? Because actually, if you look into the game, neo soul itself is at a standstill.
Yeah.
It's not being promoted mainstream. It's not really popping. So how can your music push the culture forward back into a place where it can be in mainstream?
I had to grow up, to be honest.
Yeah.
When I first started music, I wanted to do, just music. Just sing because I knew I could sing, but I've gone through a lot of life. And so that's the inspiration for all of my music is the stuff that I went through just with exes, having children, being a single mom, being black and seeing my brothers dying and stuff like that. All of that made me look at how I need to do music completely different.
That's a big part.
Yeah. And so I think God just worked on me and preserved me for the right moment instead of me getting out there and making music. Because, when you get into music, it's hard to kind of go from one end to another and people take you seriously. So I think now is that moment where he's saying, okay, go out there and do your thing. So life.
That was a very good answer. I appreciate that. I'm not paying you for that question, Lefty. You don't mind, though, do you? No. I was thinking about Lefty. I was saying, I'm not paying you for that question. You don't mind, though, do you? No doubt. So, now, I tell you what, man. I'm ready, Bobby. Are you ready for the music?
Oh, yeah,
I'm playing.
I ain't playing nothing.
Yeah.
I'm ready to play this great music. That's what I'm ready for.
Okay, so I tell you what. Can you go and introduce your hot single for us real quick so we can
Which
get it
one
played?
is it?
Whichever one you want me to play.
Hey.
All right, let's do Created to Love.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah.
It's Friday.
Without further ado, Created to Love.
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
You ain't got nothing to do.
Okay.
Listen to this good music. That's right.
You already know. Right here on Sincerely Soulful. Let's get into it. Now, Mama J. Mama, to say the real name.
Mama J.
This is some neo soul right about now. You understand me? Yeah, I don't know about this kind of music, you know what I mean? That's that grown and sexy type of thing. You understand me? I have to keep telling Bobby he ain't old enough for that, Jay. He only 15.
I'm old enough to be your Uncle Bobby. You better leave me alone.
She said she's gonna call in next week, Lefty. So we'll get her straight to sleep. Now, if we continue on with the show while I agree, that is the grace and strength of God. You got it, sis. guest tonight. Remember, death brings sadness to us, but happiness to the sleep.
Why she keep calling me asking, should I keep calling? And then she told me.
Yeah, well, I told her, I said we'll reschedule her for next week. Because she said she's having a hard time getting in. So, I mean, I'm not
Is it getting in because of,
Because I guess, well, like I told her, maybe you can set her up with a Google account so where she can call from Google like what she was saying a couple days ago.
yeah, well, that's why I put y'all two in contact so y'all can put the thing together.
Okay. But I can do that. That's easy to do. I mean, I can't do it right now, but I mean, I can, you know.
Of course you can't do it right now.
Yeah. Yeah. But I told her, don't worry, don't trip.
Yeah, because I wonder why she's texting me and she's talking to you. I wonder.
Yeah, she's just trying to make sure that she's, you know, good on both ends.
It's out of my hands at this point, you know?
Yeah, well, yeah. Just to...
That's why I connected y'all too, so my hands is off.
No, I'm gonna get this upcoming week. I'm sorry.
But y'all probably should do a test run a couple of days before.
Yeah, I will. This Thursday coming up, I have a call this Thursday. Because I come down to the studio every Thursday to help set up for Friday.
That's Mama J. That's what you're listening to, Mama J.
Hey.
That's big fan of the treats.
Hey. Next I got moved. Y'all know.
You see she moving her body, not her head. You see what I'm saying?
Look at you, man.
That Mama J right there. That's what you're listening to right now.
Y'all play too much.
Hey, I'm just speaking my mind. I ain't been here in weeks. You can't tell me nothing.
Yeah, whatever. See, he missed 1 week and then he get beside himself. You know what I mean?
And it's
I'm
Friday.
not giving him no more vacation.
And it's Friday because I ain't got nothing else to do for the rest of the night. But enjoy my everything. You understand?
Alright. Hey, Francis, how are you, sweetheart? I see you watching.
I'm just getting it because she put her hands on me and I can't sue her for domestic violence.
Did she tell you why she couldn't get through? She didn't say.
She said that she's having a hard time. She didn't tell me exactly why. But I didn't think it would be that hard, even though I know she's in Australia. But she said she, for whatever reason, can't get through.
Hey, you know her? You got enough information from her bio?
We can play her his single again in the shower. Yeah, we will. And
well, let her know that we'll play the record
Okay.
and she'll come on next week.
yeah, give me a sec.
Is your Facebook up? She friends with your Facebook?
Yeah, I just
Tell her
had
about
her.
your live so she can hear it right there.
Okay. Oh, she says her phone company has blocked international phone calls. Better to tell her something. Hold on.
Yeah.
That's okay, Aura, baby. We got you. Don't worry about it. Blocking people calls. Got business to take care of. We got time to block people calls. You understand?
My cousin Sam in Detroit, Michigan says she loved it, Mama J.
Ooh, thank you.
So
Yeah.
it just didn't stay right here in this region of Arizona. It's all right in the Midwest right
All
now.
right.
Okay. No, I can't do it.
That's the other one. Is that the
I
other
know
one?
it is, but I gotta stop.
Hey.
We can't do that. I can't do it right now. I gotta hear. Come on, sis.
Oh, look at you.
You gotta
read. I gotta pay some bills. I gotta pay some bills. Bobby, you know I gotta pay
It's
these
time
bills.
to pay the bills.
What do you say?
Come
It's
on.
time to pay the bill. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, you ready?
Boy,
Pay the
Bobby,
bills,
you
sis.
get to pay these
Pay the
bills.
bills. Sis, what's wrong with you? Pay the bills.
All right, man. So I gotta pay some bills. After I pay these bills, we're gonna come back and play Mama J's second single
Pay the
off of
bills.
the EP. Let me pay the bills. Okay, here go the bills. City departments maintain our streets and public buildings, provide water, collect trash, recycle, and do so much more. Learn about Public Works professional during Public Works Week and see what they do at the Public Works Showcase on Thursday, May 24th, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the north side of Phoenix, City Hall on Adams Street. More information at facebook.com/P as in Peter, H as in Harry, X as in X-ray, Public Works. So PHX Public Works. Check them out.
This is an X-ray.
There we go. I was gonna say exhillophone. That's why I should say exhillophone. Maybe
Spell it.
exuberance. Oh no, that's not exuberance. But exuberant it is. Spell it. EX exuberance. UB.
Exuberant.
See, you messing me up. Don't worry about it. I get it right. Don't worry about it.
Exuberant.
Yes, okay. See, he messing me up.
No,
You know,
I
Hooked
was-
on Finance works for him real
No,
well.
it don't.
Yeah, Hooked on Finance doesn't work.
That's what 420 work. I'm 420 friendly. In case you guys didn't know.
Okay. Lord have mercy.
Speaking of that, hey, tune into the Bug Coach right here on Radio.
Nice plug.
I'm sorry.
Speaking of which, also go check out Yaga, my man, Mr. Fabrice. He
Yes,
is has a club now. Every Friday night that he's doing something special. So it's Saturday 11 doesn't end to 3. So definitely check out
It's
Febreze.
over off Bethany Home, ain't it?
Exactly,
That's
3527
right.
West Bethany Home, Rome. Yeah.
Yeah.
So check it out. I made somebody tonight.
That's on the other side of Glendale and on the other side of Camelback.
I guess.
think, right?
You know
Yeah,
more
that's
about
right.
it than I would, because I'm
Bethany
a straight
Home.
South Sider, baby. South Side.
Oh man, 16th and Roger. What up, though?
You know, you already know, Baseline? No, I'm saying stop.
She like 24th Street. They like, you live in the suburbs. No,
No, man, but as you can tell, man, we have a lot of fun on this
Yes.
show. That's for sure. That's for sure.
So I do have another question for our guests.
Go ahead.
Run it.
Your music seems very intimate, very personal.
Mm-hmm.
What is the hardest thing in life you had to overcome, and how did you overcome it? Don't steal that question, please.
Nah, I'm writing it down right now. Write it down right now.
These media awards, I swear to God.
Yes.
Can you say that on radio?
You say that.
Say that.
Yeah.
You know what? That woman that was just in here was everything that I have been trying to be. You know what I mean? And my music, that's a way of she writes books, I write music. That's the only difference. So it was stuff like that happened in my childhood, especially when my mom died. You know, my family trying to save their name, which is why I went back with my dad. It just holding it in because you don't want your family to be heartbroken. You don't want nobody to think you're doing that out of bitterness.
Yeah.
So my music has a lot to do with my healing. Everything to do with my healing.
So it's your personal therapy.
Yeah, it really is.
Self-medicating.
Really is.
I was going to ask you too, what does music mean to you?
Yeah, I had a mental breakdown last year. I had my 6th kid. And I was going through postpartum.
Yeah.
And the daycare provider was like, you need to drop off all of your kids and go write. And I was like, no, that's my baby.
You see a talent. It's a talent there.
And she like, no, drop her off. And I want you to write a poem, write a song, do what you got to do to get it out. And ever since then, I hit the ground running because I realized there's other people that need it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to that lady. Right?
Yes.
For real. Because
Deborah,
for her, you would have stopped.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Yes.
Now, if you could collab with any artist in the game, who would it be and why?
Oh my God! Right now, I'm really loving Janae.
Yes.
Oh my
Janelle
God.
Monáe.
Janelle Monáe?
Yes.
No, Janae Aiko.
Yes.
Janae Aiko.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Janelle Monáe.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Okay.
I'm like,
But she can sing, shouts out Janelle Monáe. She can just, that girl, she got pipes. But Janine Aiko, she does too.
Janae
Shouts out.
Aiko is Janae Aiko.
My bad. But I mean, she got a voice too.
we
though.
ain't gonna sing her most popular song, but yeah, some of her songs definitely. She went through she lost her brother, and that just and you can hear it in her music, and so I appreciate. I appreciate artists like that.
Yeah.
Since you're a Janae Aiko fan, do you feel that though her relationship with Big Sean has elevated her music?
I think her game.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but if you listen to her music back in the day, she was already fired.
Right. I was gonna say that.
Now he is one of my favorite rappers right now, just because his
Detroit.
Is he your favorite rapper because he's with Janae?
No,
or is he your favorite rapper
when they got together, it was like it was running around the house.
Yeah, because at first he was with the other girl. I forget. She is now an actress. Yeah.
You talking about Naya Rivera? Shout out to Naya Rivera.
Yeah. Oh, you know her?
No shout out.
No, yeah.
She's a wonderful girl.
Look at him.
Hey,
yeah.
shout out to Mr. Anderson for handling your business the way you do.
Oh, that's right. It's a big shine. Yeah, for sure.
So there's always three sides to the story. His side, her side, and the truth.
There's a whole bunch of media awards going up here.
You already know. When my name is Lefty in the building, that's why I bring him back.
Lefty in the building. He got it going.
Already. So I tell you what, man, I'm ready for that second single. You ready for that?
All
ready for that?
All right.
Yeah.
We gotta tell me what we listening to.
Yeah.
It's you.
Oh, is it me?
No, the name of the song is called It's You.
No, but is it me?
Yeah, it's you.
It's all of us.
Exactly. I would agree. It's all of us. I would agree.
See,
all of us.
She answers this question very correctly. Like, is it you? Or is it me?
Both of us,
It's both of us?
Sincerely, so.
So it's we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Hey. Listen to some good old good